Hi and welcome to the town of Celebration, my hometown since 2002. Today we're going to be looking at the different areas, the different subdivisions of Celebration and the different amenities. We're currently in the downtown area of Celebration with the shops and restaurants. We've lived here since 2002 and have seen many changes over the years as Disney have evolved and designed the town and planned it out as a purpose urban built development. The idea is you live, work and play in Celebration. And hopefully this video will give you a good idea if this is the right move for you. We relocate and have been moving people to Celebration for almost 20 years now. Many buyers from out of state, overseas, internationally, and also domestically within the state of Florida. So please come with me, let me share some of the street scenes, some of the homes with you, the different sizes and styles and architecturals that Disney put together with a team of custom home builders, and hopefully give you a better understanding of why so many of us have moved here from so far overseas. So we've just turned into North Village of Celebration. This was the very first area of Celebration Town. It's a planned urban development by Disney. And immediately to the right we have the Celebration Golf Course. Lots of aesthetically planned areas for conservation such as lakes and ponds, and immediately to the left we'll be coming to what's known as the Acadias of Celebration. The Acadias are where Disney had planned the very large estate homes with several custom home builders. So we'll go into the Acadias in a moment, but as we continue down Celebration Boulevard we will come across many different architectural styles of home that Disney had personally designed with the builders to reflect different architectural styles from different areas of the world. So we have colonial, Mediterranean, traditional, Victorian. Every architectural style will be reflected in every area of Celebration that we come to. North Village, right near the US 192, is an area where Disney started with the builders back in the mid to late 1990s. Immediately to the right we have the Townhomes block construction built by Issa Homes. Issa Homes are one of the main builders in Celebration. They are semi-custom builders and they do offer full custom built homes now in Disney's Golden Oak community. These townhomes there's about 3 different floor plans with 2 stories, 3 stories. The end units offer you the option of garage apartments. Celebration is well known to offer homeowners a 1-bedroom or studio apartment over the garage to the rear. It can be used for friends, family staying. It could be rented out separately. It's known as a front porch community. You're going to see many homes, as are on the right, to offer you the extended balconies and verandas and wraparound porches to enjoy the Florida lifestyle. You'll see many chairs and swings located to the front of these verandas and porches. Originally, 20 years ago when we moved to Celebration, they had what were called lights and lemonade, where the neighbors would invite you as a newcomer to town to have a glass of lemonade, introduce themselves. It was a nice ritual that they used to do a couple of times a week. You'll never see 2 exact same styles of home next to each other. There are different elevations. There were 3 or 4 builders in North Village originally, starting in the mid-90s. David Weekley Homes, Morrison Homes, Issa Homes, Cambridge Homes. And every area of Celebration you have small parks, ponds, walking trails. The entire North Village, the infrastructure runs underground in terms of utilities, power cables, fiber optics for internet. Whenever there's a storm in Central Florida, we never lose power, we don't lose internet, and we certainly don't need generators as in many other communities of Central Florida. Now we're going to take a right to go into the Acadias of Celebration. And we're welcomed with a little sign there. The entire area of Celebration and North Village are open. They're not gated communities, which means the county looks after the resurfacing of the roads. Currently, Celebration has roughly 11,700 residents, about 3,900 households. It's extremely nice. Coming here in the evenings, you'll see lots of families walking their dogs, enjoying nature and the conservation. Now, as we start to come across these larger homes in North Village, again, you'll see a different range of architectural styles. These are the smaller size homes, and as we continue to drive, we're going to come across the larger homes, the estate homes, that currently where we are in July 2022, these run from about 1.8 million to the $3 million range. Every house here is unique. There's no two same floor plans. These were all custom built. These custom home builders were Cahill, Derrick Homes, Issa Homes, and even Jones Clayton, one of the top custom home builders in Orlando. Again, the emphasis is on front porch living. These are much larger estate lots. Now, the beauty is, whether you buy a tiny little starter home or one of these large estate homes, everyone pays the same homeowners association dues. Currently $267 a quarter is extremely reasonable, and the town maintains all the common elements, the parks, the sidewalks, the street lamps, everything, the conservation areas, everything is looked after. You just take care of your personal private front yard and rear. So we've come to the end of the road. We're just turning back now, taking a quick look at these different styles of homes. I personally have sold several of these homes. When the market crashed back in 2007, a lot of these very large homes that had paid in excess of 3, even some at 4 million, our office was short selling these properties for a lot less when the market collapsed. We have totally recovered since those days, and these homes are in high demand. Currently today, there's probably just 2 or 3 listed on our MLS for sale in the high 1s to mid $2 million range. A lot of these homes were built in the early to mid 2000s, so they're currently approaching 20 years old. If you look at the quality of construction, a lot of these will have concrete roof tiles. Some do have the shingles. The shingle tiles, they tend to need replacing every 20 to 25 years, the better quality ones. This particular home here, this is one of the listed homes for sale, currently listed at $2.35 million. It's owned by a family in South America. They've done extensive additions to the rear, very large pool lanai, cigar refrigerator in the back. And these homes look onto the different fairways of the Celebration golf course. Extremely nice views leading from their pools onto the golf course in the back. And this here is one of the golf cart paths to take you to this section of the golf course. Moving on, we're just going to swing left to the end of the Acadias, just to show you every home that we have in Celebration in North Village. Out of interest, these cladded homes that mimic some of the homes in New England that you see, Boston, Massachusetts, they are all designed to be weatherproof. The cladding made to be real wood planks are actually made by hardy board, concrete man-made material, and other than repainting every 7 to 10 years, they are virtually maintenance free. This is one of the larger French chateau homes here. It's immediately to my right, 202 Acadia. Very nice home inside. All different finishes. Here we have a stucco finish with the Mediterranean roof tiles. Those are rated for a good 35 to 40 years before they need replacement. It's a good option. It's actually just cosmetic. The weatherproofing is underneath the concrete tiles. And again, these homes do have the views of the golf course, ponds. One of the covenants of Celebration in North Village, as with all the other villages, is you cannot park commercial vehicles out the front. So if you, for example, have a signed truck with plumbing services, that would have to be parked to the rear, out of view. You cannot park long RV vehicles, recreational vehicles out the front. Again, they have to be parked in the back or in the garage if it's big enough. Now we're coming out of the Acadias and we will continue down the rest of North Village. Beautiful pond, a small lake to the right. Great views if you're living across the pond there to the rear of your home. And now we are moving to the smaller size homes. These are known as different categories of homes in North Village. There's garden homes, cottage homes, village homes, which a lot of these are here. And as we turn right onto Celebration Boulevard, we'll get a better glimpse of the different styles. Here's a brick-clad home. There's the community park right there in front of us. We're turning right here. And continue to look at these village-size homes. These were built by Morrison Homes, David Weekley, and Issa Homes. Those three builders predominantly built most of these homes on the strip of Celebration Boulevard. This is one of the best-selling homes that David Weekley had built, known as the Devonshire. And then Issa copied that style, the Victorian house with the turrets on the left. The double balconies on the second floor were quite a significant premium, often adding $50,000 to the front elevation. Well worth it. And we're right at the far end of North Village now. We're on a very large roundabout, circling round back to Celebration Boulevard. Beautiful landscaping here, very mature. These houses were built in 95, 96 and 97. Part of the covenants of Celebration is you must have your house in nice orderly presentation once a year. They will police, very kindly ask you to take care of any dying landscaping. But generally speaking, most homeowners would have a landscaping service that come out weekly. These size homes would run you about $100, $120 a month to have the whole yard maintained throughout the year. I've pointed the camera to the left of the vehicle to show you we're coming up to the volleyball courts, the community pool, the park of North Village. You have a slide for the kids and a playground. You have a nice park and a dog park. You see several dog parks in Celebration. Dogs must be kept on a leash at all times unless you're in the dog park. And now we're coming across the sand-pitted volleyball courts. Great fun for the teenagers after school. There's the community pool of North Village in Celebration. Now we're coming to what used to be, when we first moved here 20 years ago, was known as the Gables. It was a rental community. They were converted to private condos back in 2005. It's when the Gables sold out and were converted to condos, they were renamed as Georgetown. So this is Georgetown at Celebration, Georgetown of North Village. They have a large community pool of their own and clubhouse down the road there. This is a private nursery school, a private childcare system called KinderCare. And now we're coming to the top of Celebration Boulevard, and that concludes our little trip around North Village. Any questions, please do feel free to text, and do consider subscribing. That would be very appreciated, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.